store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here for the rookie, it's Brian Robinson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Eagles much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress. Hoping to lead to early points, and you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
A shotgun snap. Fields got an open man, finds Gibson, and he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They go play action with Hurts.
Steps away toward the sideline, and look at that. The toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Here we go.
Throwing his Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Led the right down on the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they envisioned.
That's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught by Watkins.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
We're scoreless after one.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it.
That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Ready?
They'll go option to the short side, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division,
he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Fields throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Sly able to put this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now Fields.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Howard's going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Here's Fields.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurts.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Fields. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
On first down, Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It's been quite the impressive career resurgence for Hassan Reddick. Focusing now more on rushing the passer, the linebacker has 23.5 sacks in his last 2 seasons.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Brandon Graham, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And some space here. The 20. 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Commander and 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Off play action, Fields.
Out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 45. It's the game 7. Brings up 2nd.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Swift trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Swift again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Commander in 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Samuel. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Now it's Fields. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Come on. Hey.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Philadelphia, it's